Let's do this. Oh, there it is. There.
Podcast. Two guys talking without wearing pants. Pantless. Podcast. You can take our ideas.
Welcome back to the Pantless Podcast. Here's your host, Austin Travis. Take it away, guys. What's going on? We are live.
Live right now at the time. No? Yes. Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. Let me see if I can get these banners back going here. Last time we used that season 11 one, though. What do you think about that? Yeah, we are here. We are live.
We just finished season 11?
This is finishing 11, yes. We'll be on 12 in 2 weeks.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, there's...
Sir, what have you been eating lately?
What have I been eating? Not much. I think the wife made us enchiladas the other night again, which were really good. Did some test Velveeta cheese enchiladas.
Sounds good.
I was like, I want to make some cheese enchiladas, but
And enchiladas.
yeah, I was like, I want to make some I want to make some cheese enchiladas, but I don't have any good cheese to put in there. I'm like, I got this Velveeta. Why not use Velveeta? So had that. But I don't remember how long ago that was. Sir, what are you doing?
I'm trying to fix some stuff because I'm struggling to even understand the words that are coming out of your mouth.
Dude, I thought we had this fixed.
I thought I could. I'll power through it. It's definitely. I unplugged and went to a different source, and it sounds exactly the same. So
That's weird because it went from going.
You and I just have a language barrier.
Well, everything was great, and then all of a sudden I changed the volume coming in, and all of a sudden something went weird. I don't really know. If you been eating anything all right?
What?
What have you been eating?
I don't know.
What have you been eating?
Stop it! Oh, so you've got some news, man. I want to hear you spit this news. We had a pretty big thing happen Monday.
What happened Monday? What happened Monday?
Yeah.
Oh, Pokemon news. You can't hear me, can you? This is gonna be a rough podcast. I am
struggling to understand the words that are coming out of your mouth.
So happy we're doing this tonight.
It was going so well, like up until just 3 minutes ago.
Right before we went live.
Yeah, then something just switched. It's so crazy. But
the Pokemon Presents happened on Pokemon Day. We didn't get the news we wanted.
Yeah, what else?
They announced the DLCs, the 2 DLCs.
Yes, the DLC.
What were they called? I can't remember what they were called. It's the mask and the turtle.
Right, yeah, I can't. The something mask. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember what they were called. I didn't really care enough at this point to know what they were called. I guess there was some back-end data that was showing and some leaks that came through saying that the Switch 2 was gonna drop right around the time the second DLC dropped.
The Switch 2?
Like the new generation, like Nintendo's next generation Switch. But that's all just rumor at this point.
Oh, that would be bad.
I'm sad we didn't get the older generation games. Pokemon
Right.
Sleep is coming. Um, Pokemon Unite got some stuff. Cafe got some stuff. Golden Gimme Ghoul is coming to Pokemon Go. It's going to be the only way to get the roaming form of Gimme Ghoul.
Yep.
And I guess you have to catch 99 of them in order to get. That's the wrong button.
So it's a little bit different. It's not the same mechanic as other ones because it is coin to evolve it. Where usually it's candy. So using things that boost how many candies you get, like using rare candies on it,
Yeah.
not effective. You have to have it running around with you so it can go chase down coins. You have to spend special Pokestops to have coins.
Is that how it's gonna work?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Like I've started the process. I got me a couple chemicals, and I have way more candies than coins because I'm like, oh, I'll just give them pineapple berries and catch them, and it's not how it's gonna work.
Okay, so every time you catch one, you don't get a coin.
Nope, you get the candy so you can power it up and stuff, but you don't get a coin just for I don't think just for catching.
I need to jump on there and catch one. That's all I care about. I just want to catch one, so that whenever they allow you to move it over to, because they I guess from what I understand is that you can use your postcards and send postcards to Scarlet Violet to change the coloration forms of Pavilion. Is that the name?
Yes. Yes.
And if you go to Scarlet and Violet and go into the mystery gift function, there's actually a thing that says connect to Pokemon Go. It's there already.
Yep.
I want to know if you can transfer over a Gimmighoul yet.
Correct. You cannot. I tried.
You can't.
But you do. You do have to You do have to send a postcard in order to get Gimmighoul. So you send a postcard to Scarlet or Violet. That'll let you catch that variant of Pavilion, and then it also unlocks the gold bag or the treasure bag or whatever that has a similar. It's got a similar functionality to the Meltan. So you'll open the Gimmighoul bag, and you every day you can send a postcard, and it'll unlock the gold bag, and then you can catch roaming Gimmighoul for 30 minutes.
So that's how you catch. Okay, so I have to do that to catch a Gimmighoul.
Yes, but you cannot transfer it to home yet. I've tried, and it's denied.
Well, not home. You don't transfer it to home. You transfer from what I understand, you would transfer it directly to Scarlet or Violet from Go.
No, I think it's going to be like Meltan. You have to send it to home and then send it from home into your box. But Scarlet and Violet don't have home connectivity yet.
I really just want a roaming Gimmighoul for my Pokedex.
Yeah.
Really, it's kind of all I want. I need to get on. Oh, they announced the two new Paradox Pokemon, Walking Wake and Iron Leaves.
Yeah.
I have yet to catch them. I forgot all about them the last couple days. But you have till March 13th to catch them. You only get one of each. which is
Yep.
kind of, I hate that, but I guess that's kind of balancing stuff. And I did watch a video that showed that, like, if I caught one and you catch one, they're identical. Stats are the same, moves are the same, levels the same. I think even the IDs are all the same.
Okay.
Um, Walking Wake looks awesome. I love it. Hate the name. Iron Leaves sounds cool. Looks dumb.
Right.
Um, Not sure why they went with what was Walking Wake. Walking Wake is what's the base? What's the Pokemon it's based off of?
Uh. Oh gosh.
It's one of the
It's not
beasts.
Pavilion. It's
Walking Wake is one of the beasts from second gen.
yeah. It's the one with the V in it. Villain or Vivitar or something
Nope,
like that.
that's Walking. That's Iron Leaves. Is the
Yeah. And then the other one's Suicune.
Suicune? Yeah, that's Walking Wake. That's the one. Suicune.
Yeah.
Which
So what's the
Iron
green one?
Leaves?
What's it? Yeah.
That's gonna be. Da, 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 da. Virizion.
Vizian?
Virizion.
Oh, Virizion. Okay.
Wasn't that a legendary from? Was that from X and Y?
I think he's. Oh, I don't remember.
Or was he one of the?
It.
Oh, he's the Swords of He was part of the Swords of Justice. Gen 5. So that would have been Black and White.
Yeah, black and white.
Okay. It's weird that they did one of the legendaries from Black and White and a legendary from Gen 2. Kind of thought that was a bit odd. Because, see here, let's go back.
Mixing it up.
Because they could have totally done Ryoku or Entei, which was the other two legendary beasts from there's three of them. I always called them the three doggos, but they're not dogs. They call them legendary beasts.
I think they're dogs.
I think in my opinion, I think a past version of Entei, they could have done something like really awesome. Because he was the fire doggo from Gen 2. Then Roku, what didn't Roku enter into? When he did you fight him in Unite at all? He was the electric dog. Looked more like a cat.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
He would have. I think they could give him a cool future form with the electric.
Yeah.
Made him electric dragon. Have we ever had an electric dragon?
Zekrom.
Fake news.
That's not fake news. Zekrom is Electric Dragon.
I was talking with someone that's saying that I guess Walking Wake being water dragon is the first ever water dragon type.
Really? That's impressive.
Somebody saying something about water dragon is like the strongest dual type to ever be, because I guess they both cover. I don't know. I don't really think that.
Can you say water dragon these nuts, or is that inappropriate?
That's awesome. Say it again. I take it my audio levels are better now, or are you just trying harder?
I am trying really hard. Like I'm almost giving myself a headache just trying to focus. I catch probably 75% of what you're saying and can figure out the context.
It doesn't help that I am struggling to actually talk, so I don't know if that's actually part of it. Tell me if anything gets any better. Yeah. Just make it that much better.
So
So,
yeah. Moving on.
What else did they announce? They announced something else. I'm just sad that they didn't announce the old games.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. With I don't know. What can you do? What
now,
can
now
you
is
do?
it now is it possible that we overhyped it? That the media overhyped that it was going to happen?
I think so. I think that's exactly what happened. I think people were just speculating it to the point of it's so probable, and Nintendo and Pokemon had zero intention of announcing that at all. Just
I
not even close. And they didn't cower. You gotta love that though. They never cower to the demands of the people
I
ever.
think I, I think we're going to get it.
We'll get it eventually.
I think it'll happen. Just
Eventually.
yeah, eventually. I'm trying to think what else. I know Mario Day is next week. March 10th is Mario Day.
Yeah.
I did hear that they bumped the opening day of the Mario movie up 2 days from the 7th to the 5th.
Oh, interesting. I've
So
never seen that before.
uh yeah, it was weird because it was going to drop on a Friday, but now it's going to be on a Wednesday, April 5th. I think we're going to go watch it that weekend for my son's birthday party. We're going to go take all the kids for his birthday to go watch it that weekend.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's
Yeah,
not
that's
as hopefully it's not as busy if they bumped it up 2 days. Hopefully everybody goes and watches it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And we'll go watch it Saturday night. That's my hope.
yeah.
So
If they're anything like me, they'll definitely be watching it for opening weekend.
you're not gonna go. You're gonna take off work early Wednesday and go watch that on Wednesday.
I don't think I'm gonna take off work early, no, but I might just stay up late. Let my son
Whoa,
stay up late.
whoa, whoa! Living on the edge there, sir. Can't be doing that.
I know.
Hey, you got any breaking news?
Well, kind of. And I had it and I lost it. Uh, man, I feel bad. So Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel are together. Obviously, we know this. They've been together a long.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah, everybody knows that. And it was just recently her birthday, and he put on this big cheeseburger Instagram post that has everybody talking. Basically, just being thankful that she was born and how she's just aging like a fine wine, and how he just loves her to the moon and back. And she's the most bad A woman that he's ever met. just loving each other and doing it publicly in the public eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. But of course, we all know Justin Timberlake from his time when he was with NSYNC, singing songs like "Dirty Pop" and "Bye Bye Bye."
Never heard of her.
Yeah. Do you want me to drop a few bars? I won't because we'll get demonetized.
We're not monetized.
I'll just say he has a line in one of his songs where he says, "Man, I'm tired of singing," and then he goes through like 20 seconds of beatboxing.
Nice. Gotta love that.
Yeah. So if you want that, look it up on our Spotify playlist because I am now adding Dirty Pop to our Spotify playlist.
Nice. I like it. Do it. I had something I was going to talk about on breaking news, but problem is I had it on Thursday or Friday, like Wednesday or Thursday. I was like, oh, we need to talk about that. That's breaking news. But I didn't write it down, so I have no idea what it is now.
I don't know. Breaking news: there are 5 teams in a super tight race fighting for 4 playoff spots in fantasy basketball. It's insane.
I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. My team has taken a nosedive. I went from being the best to by about 4th best. Where did the Dunkaroos and the Kings come from in this league?
They
Like
just consistency and effort, and that's
they haven't. No offense to these guys, they have not really been that great in these leagues.
historically you are correct.
And
Yeah.
all this, I think I lost to the Kings last week, and I'm barely beating the Dunkaroos to this week right now. I put them back to back.
Yeah, I forgot that. Yeah, I'm playing the Kings, and they are right there too. We're all within 2 games of each other. Me, you, the Kings.
Yeah, there's 5 teams fighting for 4
Dunkaroos.
spots.
Well, no, 6 because the Gawks are in there. The Atlanta Gawks.
Well, I'm counting them in.
Oh no, that's 5.
5.
That's 5.
I could miss playoffs.
Yeah.
I was telling Mark the other day I could miss playoffs.
Right now, Mark has a 4-point lead over his brother. So we desperately need Mark to win.
I don't think
and then
that
of course
helps
I want to win.
I have to beat the Dunkaroos.
Obviously you need to beat the Dunkaroos because the Dunkaroos, and the Gawks are all tied for that number 2 spot. Right?
If I'm not mistaken, after this week, I think my schedule evens out, and I don't think I play. I think I got like easy games.
There's only one more game after this week.
Is
There's
it?
only one more. Yeah. You do have an easy one. You play a 1-17.
Yeah. Okay, that's what it was. I dropped 2.
So yeah, you basically have a gimme. If I'm not mistaken, her only win is against me. I think her only win
is against the. I think she beat Iceland. The other, they both didn't have any wins, and I think she beat them.
Oh no, she beat the Drunken Fools.
Oh, did she? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, man, I thought she beat me. Okay. A little bit better.
Yeah.
But so yeah,
the Dunkaroos and the Gawks are 13-5. We're tied at, and then the Kings are 1 game back at 12-6. If I lose to the Dunkaroos this week, I go to 12-6, and then I have to win.
Yeah, you will, but you really need Cram to win today. You really desperately need Cram to win.
I need. If you beat the Kings, I'm locked.
I guess that's true. Yeah, that's true.
That's what I need, because then he dropped to 7 losses, and he can't beat me after that.
Yeah. But my next game is against the Dunkaroos. So really, I need Cram to win because I could lose this game against the Kings, and I could lose against the Dunkaroos.
Yeah.
Both of those things could happen. Um, if I win this game, then it doesn't matter. Basically, if I win this game, I'm a lock, you're a lock, and
I need
well, not necessarily, because if you lose and the Kings lose, and if the Kings win and you lose, you'll have the same record, and then it would go down to tiebreaker.
Yeah, then it'll
We'd
come
have
to
to figure out
tiebreaker. Yeah.
what is the tiebreaker. Do we know?
I think didn't we determine that as points scored?
Is that what it is? It's points scored.
And I'm the second highest scoring team in the league. I think we determined it wasn't head to head.
Let me see if I can see.
Because
It is head to head.
is it?
It's a head to head record.
We
So what's
we
how
we
have you
split.
there? Oh, you split.
Me and the Kings split.
So if you guys split, then I'm sure it would be highest score, which you have.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Me and you split as well. I split with almost everyone. Except for David. David got me twice.
And David's got the points. He's sitting at the top.
Me and Cram split. Me and the Dunkaroos. Oh. No, I beat the Dunkaroos twice. If I beat the Dunkaroos tonight, I'll beat them, or this week. I'll beat them 3 times. But I need SGA and Curry to get healthy.
Poor Cram. Look, see, he's made 57 roster moves, and it's just
He told me the other day he's done. He hadn't looked at his roster in like 2 weeks. He gave up.
He's been eliminated from the playoffs for at least 2 weeks, maybe more.
He so badly wanted. I had one player that he's like, if you trade him to me, it'll turn my season around. I need just one player from you. It'll turn my season around. I'm like, I don't want you to turn your season around. He's my best player right now. It was so nice to have a player. I think Kelly and Mark, and I think at one time David, were all like, "Hey, you gonna trade this guy to me?" Like, no, I've kept him all season.
Right.
We have a fan in chat.
I'm just gonna kick myself. I decided I was undefeated, coasting. I'm like, I'm not even gonna do any roster moves. I had half my roster hurt, and I didn't even care. And now I'm in danger of elimination. This is not good.
I'm kind of happy it came down like this. It's stressful, but I like it.
Oh gosh.
I just went from being I had the best record to now having almost tied. It's like I've dropped so many unnecessary games. I went from it sucks whenever I'm averaging 15 to 1600 points a week, but that my last 2 losses, that was not enough points to win. I still scored 1500 in my last 2 losses.
Yeah.
I think that's when I lost to David. Oh, I only scored 12 against David, and I scored 1497 to the Kings, and lost both of them. Like, enough to beat anybody else in the league. Lost those weeks. Every loss I've had, I've scored over I've almost scored 1,400 points in the loss. It just frustrates me. I heard there's some people excited in baseball coming up.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's
We got some.
up, and yeah, there's some buzz. People are going to be super disappointed because this is going to be their introduction to fantasy sports, and
They're
oh
not getting
man,
my trophy.
I already told them I was like, hey,
Not getting my
like,
trophy.
just know you're in the draft. You are going to be extremely disappointed because I know like he's got his game plan. You know, everybody's got their game plan. They've got their top 50
Oh,
players. They're like, okay, if I don't get this guy, I'm gonna get this guy. What they don't realize is that the top 50 players after 5 rounds or so, they're gone, and then you've got 8 more rounds to
yeah.
pick people
Uh-huh.
that you've never heard of.
Remember was it the first year of hockey we had someone that did that? She was
Yeah,
like, I've done the research. I know who I'm picking. I know, and then her draft board crumbled in round 2, and you could see her pick. She was flustered after that.
yep,
Then you're like this guy, and you're just like, hey, I like his name.
exactly. Yeah, he
I
sounds very Russian. I bet he's good at hockey. I'm picking
that
him.
guy is Puerto Rican. Let's draft him in baseball.
Oh, okay. I was just saying hockey, no, but yes, in baseball, that's a
No,
good bet.
no, this guy's from one of the islands. Let's draft him.
Yeah,
He's either from
if his name
Florida.
if he's Rodriguez or Hernandez, you want him.
Yeah, yeah.
You want him.
Or if he's a Soto or a Honda or Suzuki. I think I drafted a guy named Suzuki last year.
Uh,
Uh, no, but like I said, I'm not giving up my trophy.
yeah, yeah.
Sitting over there on my table. So, all right.
I'm going
Movie.
for it again though. I'm finally. This could be the year that I get. I've had 2 consecutive baseball seasons with 1 loss. I'm really pushing for that
Was I
actual
your only
undefeated season.
loss? Was I your only loss last year in the championship game?
Yeah, and you were
Dang.
my only loss in the previous season. So you were my only loss in
Yeah.
the first game of the first season, and then you were my only loss in the last game of the last season.
Nice.
You are a thorn in my side. You're like the Eli Manning and to my Tom Brady.
I don't win it very often, but when I do, it's annoying. Uh, let's talk about a movie we watched. Retro movie review. I don't have the graphic up for the live stream.
All right.
Who watched Airheads? What do you think about this?
It was a really good movie.
I
I am
forgot.
super surprised that I had never seen this.
I forgot
So
Kramer
many
was in
big
this
name
movie.
actors. Do what?
I forgot Kramer was in this movie.
Right.
I
Yeah.
100% forgot that he was in this movie.
It was crazy.
And in the
And Adam Sandler he looked like a drummer. He
yeah,
just had the look. If I didn't know that was Adam Sandler and I just saw him, I'm like, oh, he's a drummer in a band. He was perfect for that role. Perfect. Fraser and Buscemi, whatever. They were funny, but I wouldn't have pegged them for rockers.
So Judd Nelson, was he who? Which one was he? Because I don't recognize his picture here.
Who?
Was he the? It shows that he was in this movie. I'm trying to remember what character he played. Get a picture of him. Oh, he was the executive guy. The one with the stupid long soul patch.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
Uh, Ernie Hudson.
Chris Farley. That was crazy. Chris Farley was in there. Just
Yeah. Just doing Chris Farley things from like that. There was a few '90s movies that he was in that he played these weird side roles. Like Wayne's World. He was the roadie. Wayne's World 2, he was a roadie with long hair that was training. Wayne's World 1, he was the limo driver for the radio executive. They gave him way too much information. And there was several other movies that he played these kind of small, specific roles.
right.
That was weird.
I mean, Wayne makes sense 'cause that was like a Saturday Night Live movie.
But he played such tiny, insignificant roles, but they were so funny.
Yeah. David Arquette, that random surfer
Dude.
guy.
What the hell? Can I come back in? Just shoot somebody? Oh, it was just that rant. Like we got somebody listening to us on their way driving home that's about to wreck their car. Don't do it.
No.
So
Don't want any bloodshed.
Metacritic. 19 critics out of 100.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna guess a 69.
Sorry. What'd you say?
69.
Giggity. No. 46.
A 36?
46. 4.
4-6?
Yeah, 4-6.
Oh, gross. That's terrible.
18. Not. 15
Okay.
users out of 10.
I'm gonna say 6.9.
Giggity. Knock that down a little bit. Give it a 5.9.
Wow, people did not like this movie.
No.
I thought it was pretty good. With all the star power, that's wow. Somebody, wow.
Critics. 9 positive, 3 mixed, 6 negative. Users gave it 7 positive, 6 mixed, 2 negative. The Miami Herald gave it a 75. Highest rating was 75. It's the smartest stupid movie of the summer. That's all he's got to say. San Francisco Chronicle gave it a 75. Although the picture's title and promotion might lead you to expect another Wayne's World, Airheads is something more substantial. It's a spoof of heavy metal culture that is at the same time respects the vital and pent-up passion behind it. Glowing review for... Let's see. Let's get down here. I saw a 0.
How do you something a 0? That's not.
In my
if
opinion,
it's a movie, it should at least be a 1.
But yeah, give it a score.
It's got to at least be a 1.
The Globe and Mail gave it a 0. Airheads is a movie so direly muddled it actually manages, no mean feat this, to seem more stupid than the rock biz idiocy it claims to satirize. Your favorite Chronicle gave it a 30.
Can we go back? Can we get a bunch of people to write? Who was at the Golden? Who did the
The
Zero?
Globe and Mail.
Can we get a bunch of people just to send? I know this review is probably 30 years ago.
They said
But
it back in
we just
90, they said that review in 94.
We need to send them a bunch of hate mails saying this was the dumbest review. This is lazy work. And the person who probably wrote it, they're probably dead of old age, but we should just be like, they need fired.
Your favorite Chronicle gave it a 30.
Oh, yeah. A 30? Come on, Austin.
Yeah. Layman has dropped the ball. I guess that's the director. Or the pick, whichever the case may be. Ha 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 ha. Again. Instead of playing up the inherently silly, goofy nature of heavy metal, he sinks into its level, offering nothing more than the occasional chuckle and some ratty old combat boots. So, it didn't review well. Let's just say that. So, what does Common Sense Media have to say?
So, I think we've had this reviewer before. The name looks familiar. Alistair Lawrence.
Sounds familiar,
Is that
but
name?
maybe like once.
Maybe. So they, whoever, they said 90s rock and roll comedy has swearing, sexual references. 3 out of 5 stars for 14 and older. There are actually no parent and no kid reviews. So
Fair enough.
So yeah, not a lot of people. I guess it didn't review well, and people just didn't really watch it. I'm one of those people. I am the prime demographic for this movie, I would think. I might have been a little young.
I remember watching this
But-
one, and I remember watching this one whenever I watched this one in the 90s. But I had an older brother. I had a brother that's 3 years older than me, so in about 97, 98, he was in high school. And this
Right,
would have been
so yeah.
So I think I watched it with him.
Right. So yeah, I hadn't seen this until just recently. So let's see what they have to say. So Alistair, I'm gonna say Alistair. That's what I'm
Okay.
gonna say. So what would you think, or what would you give it in terms of positive messages?
A 1.
You'd give it a 1.
Yeah.
How about a 3?
Ooh.
Yeah, taking
Bold
risks to achieve your goals. Though the main characters resort to force and break the law to do this, staying true to yourself. What about a positive role model? Or role models?
2.
Hmm?
2. Try to give hand signals so you don't have to listen to me as much.
I think you said 2, and if you said 2, okay, I'm gonna try to move this where I can see you and read this at the same time. This is gonna be weird. Okay, yeah, 2. Chaz and Rex are passionate about the music, but are also selfish and inconsiderate. Chaz avoids getting a day job, playing video games instead. Pip, the third member of their band, shows loyalty to them. The group also take the law into their own hands to get themselves noticed. Oh, here's a good one. Diverse representations.
What? I don't even know where to go with that.
And there was no warning. Usually there's like a warning or a ribbon or something for this, but this one is just a category that they have.
Give it a 5.
Did you say a 5?
Yeah.
All 5? They said 2.
Oh, I was throwing it out there. I don't really know what they're getting at.
So here's their reasoning. Some ethnic and gender diversity among the supporting cast. White characters shown as well intentioned but clumsy in their attempts to relate to black characters. Black characters talk about being ordered around at work by white colleagues. Male character in a position of power shows sexist, selfish attitude toward his colleagues. Female characters are frequently marginalized by their male counterparts, and character references Rodney King to stir up anti-police sentiment for their benefit. That was pretty funny. They're just like, Rodney King, Rodney King. They're like, just let him go. All right, let him go. That was pretty funny. Violence and scariness.
4. I'm just joking. 3.
It is a 3. 3.
Yeah.
Minor tussles, headbutt, kicks, objects thrown in domestic disputes. Characters fire replica guns and water pistols at each other. Characters accidentally hit in the face by door. Reference to molestation. Character grabbed and choked by a colleague, tied to a chair with stereo cables. Gunfire, property damage, and destruction as part of arguments and protests.
Uzis filled with hot sauce.
That would hurt so bad. You know it would.
Oh, my. Yeah, that's.
Oh. So this is going to be an interesting one. Sex, romance, and nudity.
I want to say a 3.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. They say 4.
Okay. There was no nudity,
there-
so
Well, there's kissing.
there is kissing.
A prime one, kissing. Characters are seen shirtless. Characters, I know, right? Rock and roll. Character strips down to their leotard. Joking reference to trying to impress young girls. Breast implants. Simulated sex with soft toys. Character poses provocatively in a bikini.
Yeah.
Character tells a story about their ex-spouse having an affair. Characters request naked photos of a celebrity.
Okay.
Sex interrupted for comic
Oh,
effect.
yeah, the B. Arthur.
One character is shown in their underwear and another naked, but no graphic nudity depicted. So, there you go.
There was
the
a nipple
justification.
ring pulled off as well.
Oh yeah.
Improvise.
Oh my gosh.
That was
Gross, so
hilarious.
bad.
I laughed so hard in that scene. That would
So,
be violence and scariness, though. But go on.
language. This is another one that I think would be interesting.
Well, there was some, which was weird because you'd catch, like they'd say like not one, but then they'd use a harsher one. Give it a 4.
I agree. 4. So language used includes nutbags,
Yeah.
bozos, scumbag, a hole,
Yeah.
hell, s blank blank t, butt, ape s, bull
Oh, yeah.
s,
Yeah, I remember the ape. Yeah.
the b word,
Yeah.
dingus, the a word,
Again. Yeah.
idiot.
That's not one.
It is for a 4. P the
You're...
P the p word for women parts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The d word for man parts.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Yeah. Not one.
Cracker.
Not one.
GD.
Stretching it. Okay.
Dip s.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
That's a good one.
The recently banned R word. Beatard. I don't even know how to pronounce this word. I think it's putz or
Putts, yeah,
Maybe
but it's not one.
I don't. Screwing,
No, not a cuss word.
piss, spaz,
Not a cuss word.
morons,
Not that's hilarious.
crap.
Stretching it on that one.
One use of F.
Was there? I don't remember that one.
I don't remember that one either. Homophobic slurs like F blank blank got.
Frequently
And
used in the 90s.
Queens. And character flips their middle finger and grabs their crotch at people.
Who didn't in the 90s?
So that's their justification for 4. That was a lot, but of course, you
I
can't say you can't say idiots or crap or nuts or
respect
bozos.
your dedication to reading all those out.
Yeah, yeah. I want like some of the, I'm like I don't know if I don't know. I did hear recently somebody got in trouble for saying spaz because I guess in the UK it's like a really really bad word or something, and
But we're not in the
somebody
UK.
here used it, and it went to the UK and somebody was listening to it in music and they're like, wait, you can't say that. And I don't think it means the same thing here that it does over there, but
I don't. Okay.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't think I've
Anyway.
used that word since '92.
What was that like? Supersonic, idiotic, disconnected, brain affected, booger picking, chicken licking, super ding dong dork. Like,
Something like that.
probably
Yeah.
can't say any of those anymore.
Yeah. Those were all favorites in the '90s. All right. Where else we at?
Products and purchases.
I'd say not present.
Of course you would, but you're wrong. Of course, it's 3 out of 5 because
Was a bunch of
the characters dream of being famous.
oh.
And they try to get free merchandise and possessions. They also offer to distribute their gains to others. The radio station manager tries to exploit a hostage situation for commercial gain, and other characters are motivated by money rather than the creative work of their colleagues. So, of course, it's a 3.
That sounds like a 5 to me. Or a nothing.
Or a not present. Yeah, it could be a not present. It could be a 5. I guess we'll go with the average of 3.
Fair enough.
Drinking, drugs, and smoking.
Well, I feel like there wasn't as much as there could have been. I know. Okay, I'm gonna give it a 2. Then we'll compare notes.
Okay. 3. It said character mixes their drinks, drinks beer during the day at work.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
Characters smoke, reference to drugs, and crowds drink outside and become boisterous. So, man, this is really interesting. They don't really have a what you need to know, but there's a section that's called "Is it any good?"
Is it?
They they said a critical and commercial flop. This rock and roll comedy nonetheless features a cast of comedic talent who, between them, have enough screen presence and comic timing to carry its so-so screenplay. Decades later, Airhead also ticks a few nostalgia boxes. Rock music fans are likely to get a kick out of the cameos from everyone from Motorhead frontman Lemmy to Rob Zombie. I forgot about Rob Zombie in that.
Yeah, Rob. I was looking at that. I was about to ask you if you recognize Rob.
Yeah, not with black hair. I didn't.
What he looked like in that?
Huh?
That's what that was his look in the early '90s when they were White Zombie. He had that cowboy hat with the long hair with the shorts.
Yeah.
And you could rarely see any part of his face in any of the videos.
Yeah. But You could recognize his voice, that's for sure.
I knew who it was because I just recently watched a video of him.
Beavis and Butthead, that was funny when they called in.
Yeah, yeah.
And then elsewhere, anyone who tuned into Saturday Night Live in the 90s is sure to remember the early promise shown by the likes of Adam Sandler and Chris Farley, both of whom appear in supporting roles here. In the lead, Fraser manages to balance Chaz's earnestness and selfishness, showing the light and shade of creative people who are desperate to make it. His sketch in relationship with love interest Kayla, Amy Locane, is one of several things that date Airheads. But this is a movie that's trying to have a good time more than anything else, and for the most part, it manages to live out a playful night of wish fulfillment. If you want to talk to your kids about something, families can talk about the strong language in Airheads. Did it seem necessary or excessive? What did it contribute to the movie? Did the movie feel dated? How might the band have gone about things differently today? In what ways has social media and the internet replaced the role of music stations? Discuss Chaz's ambition. How did it prompt him to act in unusual ways? Was the way he spoke about why he wanted to do something with his life relatable? And how were sex and relationships portrayed in the movie? Parents, talk to your teens about your own values on these subjects. So yeah, Alistair Lawrence, thank you for your review.
Hey, I forgot to actually ask you. Did you recognize Harold Ramis in this movie?
Who?
I guess not. The fourth Ghostbuster.
I couldn't hear you.
Did you notice there were two Ghostbusters in this movie?
I didn't recognize I thought I saw two people from Ghostbusters,
Yeah.
but I didn't recognize two Ghostbusters.
Two
Because
of
there was
the original
Bob, right?
Ghostbusters. Ernie Hudson and Harold Ramis. He was the executive he was the cop that was playing an executive. He came to the door in the gray suit.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah,
Harold Ramis.
But he was a Ghostbuster? Was he Beekman?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's the one.
I knew that Bob was.
He's the one. Harold Ramis passed away a while back. He was the one that played the ghost. Have you watched the newest Ghostbuster movie? The one that's set in Oklahoma?
No, I haven't seen that.
Okay, now I'm giving too much away then. But yeah, I was shocked to see him in this movie. So he actually, I think he co-wrote and directed the original Ghostbuster movie. Because he did more directing than he did acting in his whole movie career. So he's just another one of those people in this movie that's like, why were you in this movie?
Just to add to the star power.
Yeah. So
what are we watching next week?
I don't know. What do you want to watch next week? We got 2 weeks to watch whatever we're gonna watch.
Yeah, I mean, 2 weeks. Let's make it a long one. Let's make it like a 4 or 5 hour long movie.
Oof.
I don't know, man.
I can't.
We had talked about not Charmed. We had talked about the other one that you were talking
Practical
about.
Magic. Yeah.
We had talked about that one, which I'm down for because I've never seen it. I like watching movies I've never seen.
Have you seen Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind? Did you ever watch that?
You're gonna have to speak in sign language on that one.
Can you see this?
No. He's looking up. What's
Eternal
smart, sexy, and seriously funny comedy?
Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind with Jim Carrey.
No, never even heard of it. Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind.
Yeah, I want to watch that. Oh, we'll watch that one.
Okay. I'm gonna have to text myself that because I am not gonna remember that.
I'll message it to you later.
But what year did that come out?
Don't even remember. 04.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's got Elijah Wood in it after he did the
Okay.
Lord of the Rings stuff.
After Lord of the Rings in '94.
2004.
Oh, you said
2004.
2000. Oh, okay.
I want to say all three Lord of the Rings were already out at that point. Is that right? Because I think the first one came out in 2000, 2001, doesn't it?
The first one came out. I want to say I was like, so that would have been 2000. The first one came out in like 2001, I think.
01, 02, and 03. So this came out the year after the last one.
They pumped them out every year.
Yeah, because I think they filmed them all at once. they did all the filming all consecutively, and then they pumped them out into 3 movies.
Okay.
So I remember that was like my high school. Like that was like me in high school kind of thing. It was that and the Matrix movies. Were movies that came out while I was in high school. That you had to go to the you had to go to the movie theater to watch them because there was no streaming back then.
That's right.
The internet didn't exist back then. You know how things are. All right. I think we're gonna end her there.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm
Let's do it. I'm gonna go take some medicine for all this sound that I'm having to deal with coming out of your mouth.
Thanks, I appreciate that one. I've got a headache generating as well, so
I've got to figure this out. I don't know. I'm gonna listen to something else and see if it's me or if it's you.
I want to believe it's not me. You're not gonna be able to hear this.
It's you because
it probably is.
I've got perfect audio from every other angle.
Oh. You guys.
Oh. Yeah, appreciate everyone